New developments tonight surrounding the big story on Wall Street this week, the meteoric rise of GameStop stock and the new controversy surrounding online trading, the online trading app Robinhood. The platform, which is popular among small investors, is facing major backlash after restricting how many shares of certain stocks people are allowed to buy, and now the app could be facing legal action because of it. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton issuing 13 civil investigative demands to Robinhood and other financial institutions, essentially calling on those entities to provide public statements and internal documents surrounding this issue. Paxton released a statement that read in part, quote, "Wall Street corporations cannot limit public access to the free market, nor should they censor discussions surrounding it, particularly for their own benefit. This apparent coordination between hedge funds, trading platforms, and web servers to shut down threats to their market dominance is shockingly unprecedented and wrong. It stinks of corruption." Meanwhile, Robinhood released its own statement late last night, hoping to clarify its reasoning. That statement reading in part, quote, "It was not because we wanted to stop people from buying these stocks. We did this because the required amount we had to deposit with the clearinghouse was so large, with individual volatile securities accounting for hundreds of millions of dollars in deposit requirements, that we had to take steps to limit buying those volatile securities to ensure we could comfortably meet our requirements. Our goal is to enable purchasing for all securities on our platform. This is a dynamic, volatile market, and we have and may continue to take action to make sure we meet our requirements as a broker so we can continue to serve our customers for the long term." So there is a lot to explain in this developing story, and joining us tonight on NewsNation to help clarify any misunderstandings is Bill Smead. He is the Chief Investment Officer and Co-Portfolio Manager at Smead Capital Management. So Mr. Smead, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So the developments have been so quick, they've been unfolding like crazy. So please break down, what is Robinhood? How did we get to this point?
Well, they have democratized participation in the stock market, and you got to be careful what you wish for in this life. So the federal government has a lot of laws on the books that regulate what goes on in common stock trading, and in the last 5 to 10 years, with the incredible explosion of technology and use of technology, this is not the only area of our society where the technology has outkicked the coverage, right? In football, sometimes the punter punts it too far and the rest of the team, the Bears, don't get down there and have a chance to tackle the person. Well, that's the same way it is with technology. So in this case now, you've got millions of small investors participating in the stock market through Robinhood, and with really not very much oversight until now.
Okay, that's a good explanation. It's hard to keep track of all of it. So it's been referred to by some as revenge of the nerds or revenge of the little guy. Is that a fair assessment in your view? And did you ever see any of this coming?
Only millennials will think that they're in early when they start buying stocks that have been going up since March the 10th of 2009.
Okay. Well, the state of Texas, we read that statement, is now joining in the shakeup on Wall Street by issuing those demands on the civil side to the companies that suspended trading. The Attorney General called them corrupt. You heard that statement. Do you agree with that?
No. What people don't understand is, why does Robinhood or Charles Schwab or other companies offer commissionless trades? Well, the answer is, on Wall Street, companies will pay you for your trading flow. So they just want everybody to show up and trade a lot and don't charge them any commissions. Well, guess what people do when they get something for free? They overuse it, and in many cases abuse it. So this is, again, another example of the wrong incentives. Now, remember, I'd love to tell you that in the United States of America, which is a free country and a democracy, that anyone can participate, but that doesn't mean that it's likely that a high percentage of people will succeed. The history over 100 years is that I would guess 70% of the people that participate in the stock market get stock market failure, not stock market success. And this is kind of the reason why.
So how do you see this playing out? Do you think there are going to be consequences? Were any laws broken? Will there be any legal consequences either?
I don't think so. In other words, if one part of the government comes to you and says, hey, why'd you shut this down? It's unfair. When the other part of the government was telling you that you need to keep a certain amount of capital available behind those trades, you're just going to say, you know, talk to my regulator. So, yeah. And lastly, in 5 to 10 years, people will use what happened here as an example of the signs that we were getting to the point of a frenzy or a mania, and that won't end well.
So you seem to be suggesting that it's going to go back to normal, because I was going to ask you, is the genie now out of the bottle? Like, does this change the entire system forever?
I love when people say that. I love when people say things to us like, well, since we've all been quarantined and we all shopped online and had it dropped at our door, that 2 years from now, when we're no longer quarantined, they're still going to have the boxes dropped at their door. I think a lot of people are going to see those boxes at the door and get sick to their stomach thinking about how terrible they felt being imprisoned in their own home. So a lot of these assumptions are not accurate. And therefore, investments that are being made on observations of the way things are now, most people aren't that good at figuring things out 3 years ahead of time.
Okay, so you think there will be a return to normalcy? This is just maybe a phase that will go away?
It's a symptom of a bigger issue, which is stocks have gone up pretty uninterrupted for 12 years, and you're going to get some silly activity toward the end.
All right. Well, Mr. Smead, thank you for breaking it down for lay people like me who are having a hard time wrapping their heads around it. We appreciate it.
A lot of people are. Thank you for having me.